With Katt Williams' controversial appearance on Club Shay Shay,
Joe got 6 comedians that never been funny he want to push out.
Many have been wondering if Katt would make an appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, and he did, in Joe Rogan's return to uploading the podcast to YouTube. Now, some of you may be wondering if Katt mentioned the 6 comedians that he talked about on Club Shay Shay, with fans suspecting these comedians to be the likes of Bert Kriescher, Tom Segura, Shaffir, Andrew Schulz, and others. And they didn't even mention them, or did they?
Like, comedy is small, but only if you're mediocre. If it's big, it's a vast, vast place.
It's vast, and it's also small, because there's so few of us. And worldwide, we were talking about this the other day, there's maybe 500 of us on the planet. You know, you got to be real generous and say 500, because it's really probably about 250.
Right.
But legit comics, guys you want to hang out with, guys who are fun, guys who you
your numbers
recommend.
going down.
Your numbers going down.
Your numbers going down.
I doubt this comment made by Joe was specifically referencing what Katt said, as I think if Joe wanted to get into a topic like that, he would have just asked him outrightly. But I think if they were going to talk about it, this would have been a good segment to do so. Now, I'm not too surprised that Joe Rogan didn't bring this up during the podcast, as bringing it up could have made things a little bit awkward and a little bit tense between the two. However, I think it would have been interesting for both Joe and Katt to address this, but you can't have everything, right? Now, as soon as this episode went up on YouTube, I immediately sat back and I was like, yeah, do you know what? They're probably not going to talk about it. But as far as the comments go, people seem to be very happy with this episode. I think the fact that this was the first episode returning to YouTube definitely got fans excited, and we can't ignore that having Katt featured on this episode would have built up some anticipation. But what did they even talk about? Now, 2 things that stuck out for me was Katt Williams explaining how he managed to read over 3,000 books.
When I said, like, you know, I read 3,000 books, people were like, yeah, right. But, you know, so if I told you that from the time I was 8 to the time I was 12, I never celebrated any birthdays. I never went to a birthday party. I never had a Thanksgiving or Christmas. I never trick-or-treated. I wasn't allowed to watch movies, and I wasn't allowed to watch TV. All I could do was read. If I told you that, then you will understand that for 8 hours a day.
The common occurrence of successful black actors all wearing dresses at some point in their careers.
Feel about the ritual. It's about just following the ritual work. You can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So, like, when I be like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses, everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
That is a weird thing.
It's not like that. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is.
As well as all the typical Joe Rogan-esque talk that so many fans love him for. Some of the topics discussed were conspiracy theories, aliens, who actually built the pyramids, and of course, in typical Joe Rogan fashion, Elon Musk. This episode with Katt Williams was generally pretty well received by fans, and I'm sure that many are excited for the future of the Joe Rogan Experience. But let me know what you guys make of the episode down in the comments. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys have been killing it lately. We've just hit 250 subscribers, so thank you to every single one of you. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.